25% on UPS expedited shipping services.
Plus, take up to 30% off select shipping supplies like boxes, tape, and padded mailers.
Shop in store or get it same day with Instacart.
And save on holiday shipping at Staples.
In-store only. Offers end 1/2/21. See store for details. Instacart not available on shipping services. Fees, taxes, additional terms, and or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability.
The NFL week doesn't start until Thursday Night Football kicks off.
That's as good as it gets.
It's an AFC West battle under the bright lights of Las Vegas. Chargers rookie QB Justin Herbert is looking to impress in prime time.
Touchdown!
But Derek Carr and the Raiders need a win to keep pace in the playoff push.
Take a feel like you better do something.
Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video. NFL Network and Amazon simulcast subject to change.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO. El Centro, California. A good day, sunshine. It's a beautiful day. It's a Wednesday, 16th day of December, 2020. A bit nippy, but hey, we can handle this. In the works, Willie Nelson's tribute to, are you ready? Frank Sinatra. Okay, Willie Nelson singing Frank Sinatra. Why not? I would expect maybe ZZ Top with a tribute to the Bee Gees. Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, birthdays to celebrate today. And we will start with our big shot birthdays. Yeah, some of them that maybe you've actually even heard of. Okay, actress Joyce Bulifant is 83. Actor Liv Ullmann, 82. Leslie Stahl, 79. Tony Hicks of the Hollies, 75. Benny Anderson of ABBA, 74. Singer, guitarist Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top is 71. He's the one with the beard. Actor Xander Berkeley, 65. Actor Alison LaPlaca is 61. Actor Sam Robards, 59. Actor John Tenney is 59. Actor Benjamin Bratt is 58. Singer Michael McCrary of Boyz II Men, 49. Actor Kristen Ritter, 39. Actor Zoe Jarman, 38. Actor Theo James, 36. Actor Amanda Setton is 35. Actor Hallie Hirsch, 33. Actor Anna Popplewell is 32. And actor Stephen James is 27.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
What do I do?
What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert,
School.
having dinner with friends,
Take better care of each other.
support local shops and stores, offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Yolanda Negrete, Virgil Valenzuela, Sylvia Zamudio, Roseanne Sanders, Patty Bristol, Celia Ocampo, Tristan Irwin, Rudy Galindo, Lenny Pacheco, Fred Trask, Linda Vargas, Connie Nunez, Thomas Gunn, Abdul Perez Parra. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns of the same. Good morning, Gene.
Yeah. Good morning.
It's another beautiful day.
Boy, nice and that sharp, crisp feeling this morning.
Yes, nippy.
Nippy it is.
Yes. And again, in the lower parts of the Imperial Valley, down low where you grew up in the Mulberry District.
Yeah, probably the coldest.
Yeah, touching at the freezing mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been that way forever.
Yes. And by the way, today is Chocolate Covered Anything Day. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything.
Covers it all.
Got to be good chocolate covered, right?
Yes. That means the person. Pour the chocolate on the person.
Okay. We're going to jump into the news early. We've got a report with Mayor Cheryl Viegas-Walker from El Centro. So we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by your year-round comfort specialist, Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Health Secretary Alex Azar says he'll get a coronavirus on live TV. He's urging others to do the same.
I hope we'll have a significant number of leaders in racial minority, ethnic minority communities that have been disproportionately impacted by the coronavirus, who will also get vaccinated in public.
We're just in. Secretary of State Pompeo is quarantining after coming into contact with someone who was infected. Vaccine deliveries could be held up by a major snowstorm bearing down on the East Coast. Pennsylvania Emergency Management's Randy Padfield.
We may have to reroute and use roads that are passable, or we may have to get resources to be able to make sure those roads are passable by the time that delivery gets.
Tail sales notched their biggest drop in 7 months. Analyst Ken Perkins.
With COVID raging across the U.S. in November, coupled with election uncertainties during the month, consumers did not fully engage on the spending front.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Rock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York Install Contractor's License 696-216.
California headline news, needles into arms, more signs that the move to vaccinate Californians is well underway. At Zuckerberg General Hospital in San Francisco Tuesday, Dr. Antonio Gomez was first in line for the injection.
I trust the FDA's evaluation process. I trust the experts that we have here at this hospital who have seen the data, who have looked at it.
Actor Kirk Cameron touting what he called a Christmas caroling peaceful protest in Thousand Oaks, in which a large, mostly unmasked crowd gathered to sing Christmas carols.
You guys having fun? Jingle bell, jingle.
Cameron accusing Governor Gavin Newsom of prohibiting Christmas caroling.
People had such a great time. It lifted our spirits. Over 500 people gathered.
Cameron's former co-star on TV's Growing Pains, Tracy Gold, tweeted, "As your more intelligent sister, I want you to know I disapprove. Airbnb won't issue refunds for reservations made after mid-March. The company's saying people should expect the plans can change due to the pandemic, and it's up to the host to determine how to handle refunds." Jeff Scott, California News.
And World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Heating, your year-round comfort specialist.
Would you like a cleaning product that can be used in the garage, the laundry, and the kitchen, and save space in your cabinet? Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. To learn more, visit us at simplegreen.com.
On any day in December, Pizza Hut can give to you
Treat box, 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and Cinnabon bagels. Order online at pizzahut.com. No without Pizzas the Hut. Exclusions apply. Combinability of discounts, specials, prices, and participation vary. Additional charge for extra toppings and crust.
And now a game of commercial chicken brought to you by Progressive. Where how long Flo can go without top insurance. Ready?
Hi. Guess we should talk about something. How's the vermicelli game in your town? Got any good Vietnamese restaurants? Vermicelli? Oh, it's a noodle. Very good. Drivers who switch to Progressive can save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, we have a visit with the El Centro Mayor, Cheryl Walker.
Last night, the El Centro City Council held its first all-virtual meeting and welcomed its 2 newly elected members, Martha Cardenas-Singh and Sylvia Maracun, who were joined by Council Member Edgar Garcia and Mayor Pro Tem Tomaso Diva. The council approved an agreement with an engineering firm to synchronize the traffic signals along 8th Street between State Street and Broadway, and also along Dogwood Avenue around the Imperial Valley Mall. Will greatly improve traffic flows in both of those corridors. The El Centro City Council also unanimously voted to create a pandemic response and economic recovery task force Co-chairs of the task force will be Councilmember Garcia and Mayor Pro Tem Oliva, with all of our council members being assigned to working groups with the goal of communicating timely and succinct information and resources to the community on a range of issues, including testing, the status at ECRMC, the availability of vaccines, utility assistance, what facilities are open, what facilities are closed, the status of the foreclosure forbearance. We want to add virtual recreation and library programs. What's the status of our schools, our church services? What's the availability of state and federal assistance? Businesses, openings and closings, the availability of loan programs. All of these items are going to be under the purview of our task force, and community stakeholders are asked to volunteer as we come together as a region to battle through this pandemic and restore the personal and economic health in El Centro. If you are interested in serving on this task force, please send an email to me at cwalker@cityofelcentro.org. Again, cwalker@cityofelcentro.org. We plan to start these task force meetings immediately. The council then approved a coronavirus loan program and allocating funding for other activities, including $100,000 for utility assistance, $100,000 for rental assistance, $97,000 in a restaurant program, which will provide to seniors. That program will be a bonus for both not only the seniors receiving the meals, but also the restaurant providing those meals. Again, if you are interested in receiving that or applying for either the loan program or seeking the other assistance, you're encouraged to contact our City Services Department ASAP. We also heard from Government Affairs Officer Emmanuel Martinez with the Imperial Irrigation District, reminding customers that they should contact the IID as soon as possible if they are delinquent in their payments. We have 38,000 residential customers and about 2,500 commercial customers who need assistance, and we were asked on behalf of the IID to get the message out to please have those businesses and residents contact the IID. Again, that number is 800-303-7756. 1-800-303-7756 to contact the IID. The council then approved the third and final unit related to the construction of 26 tiny homes for homeless students attending Imperial Valley College. The project was funded through a $2.6 million home key grant. Huge kudos to city staff and Imperial Valley College for the very rapid approval and completion of this fantastic project. Our annual employee appreciation luncheon, the council last night recognized 38 employees with a combined total of 580 years of employment with the city of El Centro. We hope that next year we will again be holding this celebration in person. City Council is deeply appreciative of all of the work of all of our employees, certainly in this most unprecedented of years. Fire Chief Ken Herbert then gave us what he called the no BS version of the COVID-19 report. Things are critical, and everyone must do their part to stop the spread. Please, if you are able, stay home, mask up, and wash your hands. We are in a critical situation. And as we come to the end of this unprecedented, challenging year, on behalf of the entire El Centro City Council, I want to reassure everyone that we will get through this and that 2021 will be a much better year for all of us. We are wishing you comfort and joy this holiday season. Merry Christmas, and let's get on to the new year. Thank you.
That's Cheryl Walker, Mayor of El Centro.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Continuing with more local news, Federal Disaster Medicalist Team has some support for the Valley. Here's more in the story.
It was announced today, El Centro Regional Medical Center announced the arrival of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Disaster Medical Assistance Team. They will provide support during the current surge, 19 patients. At the request of the state of California, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services deployed a team of medical professionals from its National Disaster Medical System. 33-member that includes physicians and other advanced pharmacists, nurses, respiratory therapists, paramedics, as well as safety and administrative specialists to provide surge to Imperial. 27 personnel will provide support at EZ's Medical Surgical Department. As of Monday morning, El Centro Medical Center had 112 patient COVID-19 patients. The surge capacity tents outside ECRMC are licensed for 3 beds, while not full, but currently seeing patients. ECRM CEO Dr. Adolph Edwards, they are happy to have the federal help. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An abandoned in El Centro was extensively damaged by a Tuesday morning fire. Initial reports were called in on 911 just after 11:30 in the morning, reporting a house in the 700 block of Broadway was on fire. El Centro Fire Department units were on the scene and about 10 found heavy smoke coming from the structure. A second was issued, and equipment and personnel from the city of Calexico, Hopeville, and Imperial County Fire responded. Firefighters were able to search the building to make sure there was no one inside. They also were able to protect a nearby apartment building and adjacent businesses. No civilian or firefighter injuries were reported. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
The magic of Christmas.
It's our 24-hour gift to you, the magic of Christmas, an Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230, beginning at noon Christmas Eve, continuing through noon Christmas Day. Brought to you by Imperial Valley Food Bank, Sun Community Federal Credit Union, and Stan's Auto Body on AM 1230.
The magic of Christmas.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
In other local news, as the COVID-19 surge continues, hospital beds in the Imperial Valley are full. According to the latest information from the Imperial County Public Health Department and El Centro Regional Medical Center, the El Centro Hospital is licensed for 161 beds, and as of Tuesday morning, had an inpatient count of 160. Of those, 117 are COVID-19 positive. The hospital is able to utilize beds in a temporary medical surgical tent setup in the north parking lot of the campus. The temporary facility has a 50-bed capacity. Countywide, there are 103 COVID-19 patients hospitalized, and there is 1 ICU bed available. The Public Health Department says that there are 2,645 active coronavirus cases in the valley, and so far, 380 deaths have been attributed to the virus. COVID-19 testing metrics show that there are 112.48 new cases per day, 100,000 per 100,000 population, individuals are testing positive at the rate of 42.25%. Well, the Imperial County ICU capacity continues to drop. Here's more on that story.
State officials issued the warning Monday. They say that intensive care unit bed capacity for the Southern California region, including Imperial County, continues to drop dangerously low. They say currently ICU bed availability for the southern region is now 2.7%. A regional stay-at-home order was implemented for the southern region counties 1 week ago. ICU capacity at that time was 10.9%. County Health Officer Dr. Stephen Monday says COVID-19 continues to spread and is creating dire situations of the state of California. Monday says he cannot emphasize enough the need for everyone to do their part to curb the spread of the virus. He said a completely overwhelmed healthcare system would be worse case scenario that will result in unnecessary loss of life. Public is strongly urged to stay at home except for essential activities. Wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. When soap and water is not available, use an approved hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Face coverings at all times in public spaces. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Maintain a safe social distance of 6 others that are not in your immediate household, and avoid gatherings of any size that involved mixing outside your group. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to Kxo website for KXORadio.com. I'm for Kxo Radio News. I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-353-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
According to the National Weather Service, a cool, dry air mass will result in overnight for the next few days, with many of the lower Imperial Valley communities at or near the freezing mark early in the mornings. Another weather disturbance will pass well to the north Thursday, but with limited impacts on the forecast area. A slow warming trend will allow for high temperatures to push above the seasonal average early next week. 67 our high yesterday, 37 the low. Sunny today with a high near 68, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 42, light winds. Mostly cloudy Thursday, then gradually be sunny with a high near 70, light winds becoming south-southwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Right now downtown we have 39 degrees, 51% relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see Jose, you can see David. For health insurance plans and Medicare sub-coverage, David H. West Insurance Services. El Centro Motors can help your family make holiday joy with their end-of-the-year deals. Drive a new Ford F-150, the best-selling vehicle anywhere. Or try the style and luxury of the Ford Expedition. And of course, the rugged Explorer that takes you where you want to go. And how about 0% financing for 60 months on a 2020 Ford F-150 and $2,000 trade assist with your qualified trade-in?
Excludes Raptor. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for qualifications and details.
Hi, Mike Moore at El Centro Motors. So remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money. It's just that easy.
Now is the time to buy your vehicle at El Centro Motors. Well, let's take a look at sports. We've got Thursday Night Football on FM 107.5, the Imperial Valley home of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the Raiders, the Chargers, Thursday night on FM 105. Meanwhile, the NFL will prohibit mandatory local bubbles during the postseason. That, according to memos sent to clubs yesterday. But the NFL will continue allowing to house players in a hotel on a voluntary basis. Speaking of Thursday Night Football, the Raiders will be without rookie Henry Ruggs III, the first receiver selected in the recent, last year's draft. He was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list yesterday. He'll be out for Thursday's game.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Walker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Walker Road.
And in other news, baseball. Buster Posey will remain with the San Francisco Giants as their primary catcher in the coming year. And according to manager Gabe Kapler, Posey will get the lion's share of the reps, despite the presence of top prospect Joey Bart. Manny Ramirez. You remember Manny? Well, Manny's playing baseball down under. The 48-year-old Manny Ramirez, 12-time Major League Baseball All-Star, will begin the season for the Sydney Blue Sox in the Australian Baseball League. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got news coming up. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of a solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellence and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather. Well, indicators are the U.S. economy has cooled in December. Retail sales sank 1.1% in November as COVID-19 buffets restaurants and the economy as a whole. And U.S. home builder confidence falls from a record level a month ago. Home builders are not near as optimistic. Stocks, well, right now, a little bit mixed. The Dow Jones Industrial off about 40 points at 30,009. The S&P 500 up $3.70 at 3,698. The NASDAQ is at 12,620. That's up 25 points. Gold up $4.90 an ounce. Meanwhile, oil is off 27 cents a barrel. And Congress says, hey, we're close. There may be a COVID-19 relief bill coming soon.
Hi, this is Vicki Garcia, president of the El Centro Kiwanis Club. I've been a Kiwanian for many years because I believe what it stands for, helping children all over the world and right here in the Imperial Valley. We are always looking for new members who will help us continue our journey to help children. I invite you to visit our website, elcentroca.kiwanis1.org, for information on becoming a member. And here's a special message from myself and the Kiwanis Club of El Centro. May this Christmas bring joy and happiness to you and your family, and this new year bring you good health and good cheer.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 68, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 42, calm wind. Mostly cloudy on Thursday, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 70, light winds turning out of the south-southwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Well, we've jumped up to 41 degrees, 47% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 325 miles per hour. That's it for the look at financial news. Well, we'll keep you up to date what's happening around the world. CBS News on the hour. Just ahead, local news when and where it happens on AM 1230 KXO.
Don't just be employed, be essential. With Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
Check out our website, kxoradio.com. We've got a YouTube channel. You can subscribe. It's free. And, of course, follow us on Facebook.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. The nation's health secretary gets a first-hand look.
Another.
Alex Azar at Georgetown University Hospital in Washington as medical staffers get the COVID-19 vaccine. In San Francisco, Dr. Antonio Gomez says the vaccine is the light at the end of the tunnel.
It is hope that, now outside of social distancing and mask wearing, there is another way that we can sort of get control of the outbreak.
Well, the State Department says Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will quarantine after coming in close contact with a COVID-positive person. Congressional leaders closing in on a long-delayed virus relief bill. This morning in the Senate, Republican leader Mitch McConnell.
We need vaccine distribution money. We need to re-up the Paycheck Protection Program to save jobs. We need to continue to provide for laid-off Americans. Congressional leaders on both sides are going to keep working until we get this done.
The package would put state aid on the back burner, but would give up to $600 in direct payments to individuals. From some people, that kind of relief will be a lifeline.
A grim reality. Nearly 8 million Americans have fallen into poverty since the summer. A survey from the University of Chicago Notre Dame revealed the poverty rate increased more than 11% in November, up over 2 percentage points since June. Researchers say it's the biggest jump in a single year. Those most affected, blacks and Americans with a high school degree or less. Economists blame the lack of jobs and a cut in unemployment benefits. Lisa Mateo, CBS News.
A foot of snow, maybe more, is in store for much of the Northeast and at a store in East Haven, Connecticut, supplies are running low.
When there's snow on the way early in the season, people for the first time come out in droves. People are buying shovels, ice melt, spreaders. People are really coming in pretty quickly this year.
Well, the U.S. has slapped new sanctions on companies in China and the United Arab Emirates, accusing them of helping Iran's nuclear program. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe has more on President-elect Joe Biden's latest cabinet picks.
The president-elect is tapping former rival Pete Buttigieg as transportation secretary. The former South Bend, Indiana mayor would be the first openly gay Senate-confirmed cabinet official. And CBS News has learned Mr. Biden is also expected to name former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm as energy secretary.
The government says retail sales fell 1% in November. That's the biggest drop in 7 months and an indication people might keep spending in check over the holidays. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 51 points. NASDAQ is up 27. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What? Capital One NA.
And now a game of commercial chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So the weather is just all over the place lately, right? One day it's hot, and the next day it's windy for a while. It's like, make up your mind already. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. For the insurance company and affiliates.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
State Farm, prices made just for you. That's what it said now. Prices that surprise you. Just go ahead now, keep that money in your pockets. And that's on bread now. Save up, maybe one day buy a rocket. Just get it cool now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
There have been highs and lows in big-time sports pandemic. What's ahead for the boys of summer?
After his final out,
Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
you couldn't blame baseball fans who wanted more, but The Athletic reports that MLB wants players to consider playing another shortened season, 130 games starting in May rather than the usual 162 that would start in April. Many variables, including the question of how widely available COVID vaccine would be by then, how many fans would be allowed at games, and more that affects how much money comes in. Owners say they lost billions this past year. Players stand to lose salary in a shorter season, and for now, they've said no to that. Peter King, CBS News.
The Supreme Court's agreed to review the battle over how much money college football and basketball players can get. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing them one life at a time.
This stuff is fabulous. Your commercials don't even do it justice. The energy, everything. It's just amazing. People say, your skin looks so nice lately. Thank you. You know, it's Balance of Nature. It's amazing.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
For over 40 years, Ray Reynolds has helped customers get millions in credit. It's no wonder why they call him the godfather of credit. Ray Reynolds, your score above 720. Do you need $50,000 of corporate credit? By using corporate credit, you can finance a business, buy real estate and stock under a corporation. Now you can meet Ray Reynolds on his daily webinar at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. Go to rayswebinar.com and check out his free, very informative webinar or call 800-490-4140 now. That's rayswebinar.com or 800-490